Hello everyone, my name is Huafang Li. In this short video, I'm going to show you an overview of a nonprofit management course and why a course like this and how do we approach it. So first, I divided the course into several large parts. First, the overview, and then we'll talk about relationship between government and nonprofits, and business and the nonprofits, and the blurring boundaries among them. And then we'll take a look inside a nonprofit organization, then outside a nonprofit organization, how nonprofit manage different stakeholders. And also we'll look at the future. So within the overview of the nonprofit sector, why we want to understand the historical perspectives, different series of nonprofits, and understand the complexity of the nonprofit sector is because that all influences how you're gonna manage a nonprofit organization in reality. All right, so that's why we need a larger sort of background to understand the sector, and then narrow it down to a nonprofit organization that you are interested in. And then we also needed to understand or to really get some insights about how to position nonprofit organizations in terms of the relationship with the government and with the business, right? So for the relationship between government and nonprofit organizations, we are going to focus on two core topics. One is about to the service perspective. Is this complementary, supplementary, or adversarial? So we'll look at the relationships. It may vary across different nonprofit service areas and the size and history, etc. And also we'll look at how government funding influences other revenue sources for nonprofit organizations with this crowding, for example, private donations to nonprofit organizations, or crowded out if you receive government money for a nonprofit. And then we'll look at the relationship between business and nonprofit organizations. Now, for business, they participate in philanthropic activities, working with nonprofit organizations may through their corporate social responsibility. They can either establish their own corporate foundations or work with other nonprofit organizations without establishing their own. And also, we will talk about social enterprise, social impact investment, etc. Right? Because this is new, you can either choose to register as a nonprofit or choose as a for-profit. So what's the difference? What's the strategic thinking behind the choice? And we'll talk about this in the course as well. And then if we understand the larger picture and the relationship between governments, nonprofits, and the business, then we'll take a deep look into a nonprofit organization. That includes how to start a nonprofit organization and the board of governance, executive leadership, and the human resources. And also we'll look at the financial management of a nonprofit organization and how to evaluate the performance and accountability of nonprofit organizations with a focus on program evaluation. And then outside the nonprofit organization, we also needed to understand how nonprofit manage their volunteers and their donors because they don't belong to a nonprofit organization, but they are critical to the success and the sustainability of a nonprofit organization. And then we will look at the future. What are the new emerging phenomena and what's their implication for nonprofit organizations. For example, how emerging technology influences the management of a nonprofit. All right, so that's is the short introduction of a course named Nonprofit Management. Thank you very much.